Oh, thank you so much, Kylie. I appreciate that, girl. Good morning, you guys. Okay. Got all my friends on here. We are about to get glammed and get this work done before I have to go get these children from school. Oh, no, Leanne, are you okay? Hey, Michaela. So, good morning. When you guys hop on, say good morning. Let me know you're here. I'm going to go ahead and start with my Doll 10 Super Spray. This poor face needs some hydration to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and do some of my Too Faced Lip Injection. For the life of me, I was so tired last night, but I could not fall asleep. Could not fall asleep. Don't know why. I'm going to go ahead and do my neck, and then we're going to take collagen and dandy root. Good morning, Natalie. I made Devin go to bed somewhat early for us last night, and we watched a little bit of TV in bed, and I ended up making him turn the TV off because I was so tired. The TV was like irking my nerves. Soon as he turned that TV off, and he because Devin instantly falls asleep. It don't take it, his head hits the pillow and he's snoring. Tell me why I made him do all of that. And then I just lay there, wide awake. And I was so exhausted. What the hell is wrong with me? My mind started racing. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pick up, because normally when that happens, I'll pick up my phone and I'll go through my emails and I'll start working unconsciously. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I need to get some sleep. I got to get up early and, because Devin had to work day shift today. It's no, I have to wake up super early and have my life together so I can get the kids to school on time. I don't even remember what time I went to sleep, but I know that when Devin woke up, I was I didn't even hear his alarm. And normally I'm a very light sleeper. I hear everything. I didn't hear nothing. Good morning, y'all. Say hey when you hop on. Okay, I'm going to take my collagen real quick before I forget. What's my daily routine now that the kids are in school? So I get up. Sometimes I'll make a coffee before I take them to school. Most days I don't, because I'm just like a zombie in the morning times. I'm not a morning person at all. So right now my morning, I don't really have a routine down yet because Dirk hasn't started college yet. But come Monday, we'll start our actual routine because he'll be starting college. So our day will look different. But basically, I wake up, pry my eyes open like a zombie. Make sure the kids have everything they need. They pretty well get ready themselves. Get them to school, come back home. And that's when I normally make my coffee, make my morning video. And then while my morning video... And then I'll drink my coffee while I edit my morning video. And then after I upload my morning video, I go through all my emails, go through all my messages, try to answer back as many comments as I can and things like that. And then I normally come in here, do a get ready with me. And as soon as I'm done with my get ready with me, I film everything that I need to film that day. I always try to make sure I at least have everything filmed and saved to my drafts before I have to go get the kids from school. If I have time to start editing things, I do. Most of the time I don't. And then I go grab the kids, do any kind of errands that I need to do while I'm uptown, check my P.O. box, run by the grocery store, all those types of things. And then come back home, make sure the kids are good to go, see if they have any homework, that type of thing. And then they're normally eating an afternoon snack. Some are really, Dirk just does his own thing. Thinks he's grown. And then while they're doing that and I make sure they're good, I go ahead and edit everything, post my mid or like lunchtime. Yeah, I try to go ahead and post, because I try to post at least 3 times a day, if not more. And then, yeah, it's like, I try to get as much done, edited, posting, anything that I need to do. And then I start supper, sometimes film that. After supper's done, I clean, make sure the kids are doing what they're supposed to be doing, picking up after themselves, getting a shower. And then when the kids go to bed, I'll do a little bit more editing, checking my emails again, making sure I haven't missed nothing. I stay. You guys know the life of a working mom. Thank you for sharing my live. It never ends. It never ends. I always have something to do, whether it's because my job is never ending. You know what I mean? I get emails every day. I get messages every day. My email is my top priority, because that's where I communicate most about my business, is through my email. So I try to keep my email clean and checked, sorted, because it's very important for me to have that organized for my business. And then messages, I do my best to reply as much as I can. And then comments kind of fall last. So I try to reply to as many comments as I can. But I used to stay up late at night and try to reply to every single comment. But then as my following grew, I just went ahead and got in my head, Tess, you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to reply to... I do better at keeping up with comments on TikTok than I do on any other platform. It's like TikTok, because that has the bulk of my following, and I do most of my business on TikTok. Facebook, I try as hard as I can, but I suck really bad at replying. Instagram, just know that if you comment on Instagram, I'm probably not going to see it or reply. Because Instagram, I just don't get on it as much. So I really do try. Honestly, I really need an assistant. I really need an assistant. Even if I had an assistant to help me with my emails and replying to comments. But here's the thing. I would feel so guilty doing that, because it's not me. You know what I mean? So I struggle with that. I'm like, dang. And I know other creators do that, especially ones that have way larger platforms than me. I know they do that. They have a team that helps them. But in my mind, I'm like, damn, that would feel so fake to pay somebody to reply to y'all. So it's like, what would I have my assistant do? And it's the whole trust thing. This is my livelihood. This is how I make my money. This is my, this is my platform. This is my integrity. I don't. So yeah, that was a very long drawn out answer. So yeah, that's what my chaotic, crazy days look like. And that's not just Monday through Friday for me. Actually, I work more on the weekends probably than any time, especially if Devin's working. But I will admit that during the weekend, my email isn't as hectic, because most businesses that I collab and work with, they're Monday through Friday hours. So that does kind of help. So I try to get a lot of filming done on the weekend. Hey there. What does Devin do for work? He works at a paper mill. He's worked at a paper mill for the past 14 years, I believe. Thank you for the gift. And somewhere in between all that chaos, so filming really doesn't take me long. Filming is the most easiest part of my job. What consumes so much of my time is the back end of it. The email, the messages, the comments, the editing. So please don't ever get on here and think content creators don't do shit. I promise we do. I promise. And then you have to remember too, you don't get to clock in and out. Yeah, I get to work when I choose, but if I'm not working, I'm not getting paid. So, I'm going to choose to work, obviously, so I can get paid. So, it's not like, you just post a video, it takes 2 seconds and you're done. That's not it at all. And if you were to try to content create and carry around a phone and then try to and the thing about it is, posting content that people want to see. posting things that are worthy of getting views, posting things that TikTok decides, or Facebook or Instagram decides to push out, being in the algorithm. Like, there's so much more to it than just hitting a button on the phone, and then you're done. Like, that's definitely not it. Any tips on being successful on TikTok? Consistency. Consistency, good lighting, good quality videos. I'm not going to say that I know all the tricks, because obviously there's creators with a lot larger platforms than me. But that is what has worked for me. Your lighting. I'm not even saying you have to be like an amazing editor. Like, I don't feel like I have expert level editing skills. But consistency. Consistency is key, and patience, because just know that you're not going to post one video and go viral. That happens for some people, but that's very rare. So give yourself some grace. Hey, Kristen. Okay, I'm going to do some rose water. Okay, let me take my dandelion root, because I have been feeling like a big old bloated bullfrog. Thank you for the gift, Brooke. There's a lot that goes into it, but anybody can do it if they want to do it. That's the thing. Like, the opportunity's out there. Don't ever think, oh, I could never do that. Yes, you could. You could do it. I promise you, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Cammy, I'm about to show you. Okay, I'm going to do some... Actually, I'm going to put some of this on my ring finger. I'm going to do some of my Fenty Skin Flash Snap before I forget, because for whatever reason, when I start putting things on my face, like my moisturizer, I always forget to do my eye cream. So we're going to put her on first, because she's very important when you're my age. Get you a good eye cream. If you are over the age of 25, or even if you're under that, and you just feel like your eyes are puffy, and your eyes get really dry and cakey and creasy with your makeup, an eye cream can make a world of difference. Hey, Taylor. Okay. And then I'm going to do some of this Tatcha, the water cream. I used this yesterday and it was really good. The eye cream that I used was the Fenty Skin Flash Snap. She's good. This stuff right here, I don't know what's in it, but it smells amazing and it feels amazing. This came in my Ipsy bag. I really like this one too, the Dewy Skin Cream. But I think I like this one better. Like, when this runs out, I'm going to have to buy the big one of that for sure. Taylor, I got these nails from the Bold and Brushed nails off of Instagram. She is a small women-owned business, and she like hand paints custom glue-on nails. She has got the cutest stuff. They are a little pricey, but the quality is really good. And it feels like I actually went to the nail salon and got my nails done. And I've had these on for a couple days and none of them have popped off. So I really, really like them. I reached out to her after I ordered and found out how much I loved them. I reached out to her about getting a code. So hopefully I can get a discount code for you guys to save you a little bit of money. Because like I said, they are pricey. But it's no more expensive than going to the nail salon and getting your nails done. So school has already started back. School started back Wednesday. And Summer was already over it this morning. She was like, Mama, I don't want to go. I'm like, baby. Summer is in like high achieving classes this year is what they call it. And she doesn't have any friends in her classes. And I know that's why she just started middle school. So, you know, everything's awkward and yeah, she's not feeling it. But like I told her, you're going to get more comfortable. You're going to make new friends. You're hanging there. I like the Brush On Nail Glue. I use the Glamnetic and the Brush On Olive and June. Both of those are good. I seem like a cool mom. I think I am a cool mom until they piss me off. Then I'm not a cool mom anymore. I'm definitely not a laid back mom. Like, I expect my kids to be respectful. I keep up with my kids. I pay very close attention to what they're doing and who they're around, and I don't trust anybody with my kids. The world that we live in today is so scary. And I don't play about my kids. If you really want to see me get, like, bent out of shape and become a completely different person, please mess with my kids. It's not going to be a good day. Like, I am psycho. Yeah. Okay, I did the e.l.f. Halo Glow yesterday, and I think I'm back on that kick instead of the Lumi Glotion. So we're going to use her again. I'm going to do shade 4. Yes, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter shade 4 medium. This blended in really good yesterday with my makeup. So we're going to do it again. I'm not going to use the same foundation though. I want to use my my L'Oreal one. So I'm going to do my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation in the shade M5. Hey Lindsay. Thank you for sharing my live, Elsie. And I just like to... Am I going to put it on my beauty blender? You know what? I think I'm going to put it on my beauty blender today. Because I feel like it don't make as big of a mess. And we'll just see how far that takes us. And if I need to add more, I'll add more. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, I'm a cool, fun mom until I'm not. You know, and I have my days just like anybody else. I wish I had more patience. I feel like the older I get, the less patience I have. Maybe that's why the good Lord knew that I needed to be a mom early in life. Because I swear I had more patience. Ain't you supposed to gain patience the older you get? Because I feel like it's the opposite for me. Like, when I was younger, when my kids were small and I was in my 20s, I feel like I just had all the energy in the world to do all the things. And now I'm kind of just like, not that way at all. Hey, Shania. Thank you guys for sharing my live. I appreciate that. More than you know. It really helps. Okay. So, I like to have coverage, but not so much coverage that my skin doesn't look like skin. Like, I don't like to be... I want it to look natural-ish. That makes sense. But look at how dewy and glowy that e.l.f. Halo Glow makes me. Anything I have tried mixes so good with this foundation. Yeah, I'm all the time losing my cool too. You're definitely not alone. I can assure you. And any parent that says that they're always calm and they never lose their temper, please, what are you on? Because I need to take some of it. You know, because that is not the norm. Do I like my freckles? No, I don't. And Summer Marlena is always, like, doing the faux freckles, because, you know, that's really in right now. And I'm like, girl, I'm over here trying to hide my freckles, and you're over there, like, enhancing yours. Or, like, adding them, because she don't have them like I do. Okay, concealer. I just got a really random text message. Thank you for the follow. Okay, I'm going to do some of this Unique Concealer in the shade Tulle. Yeah, I don't have anything against freckles. I just don't like them on me. But I think it's because I've had them my whole life. You know what I mean? Like, you always want what you don't have. I feel like that's pretty normal. I have got cat hair on everything I own. And I don't understand because I keep my door closed. And I don't let my cats come in here and get all my stuff. For that reason. And I still have cat hair everywhere. So it must just be in the air. Yeah, embrace the freckles. And I feel like I do to an extent. Because like I said, I don't normally wear like full coverage foundations. Like, I like for my skin to show through. I think what bothers me the most about my face is not necessarily my freckles, it's my discoloration. But I am going to look into, because the older I get, the worse it's gotten. So I think I'm going to look into going and getting a hydrofacial done and some dermaplaning done like professionally. I've never had those two things done professionally, and I'm about to be 36 this year. So I think I need to treat myself and go have like a medical spa day. Because the older I'm getting, the more like discoloration I'm getting. Thank you. Yeah, both of my beauty blenders are dry. I need to wash them. I think I prefer a dry beauty blender. I used to like wash it and do like a clean damp one, but I don't know. I feel like I prefer it dry. Depending on the beauty blender. These two beauty blenders work really good dry. I do the actual Beauty Blender brand for my foundation. And then for my concealer, I do the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I like to have a separate beauty blender for my concealer and my foundation. So that I'm not like mixing the two, you know? I have a lot of redness too, obviously. You guys see that every day. I have people message me all the time and ask me if I have rosacea. And I don't know. I've never been to a dermatologist or anything like that. So I don't know if I have that or not. I don't feel like I do. I feel like my redness is pretty normal. I don't feel like I have like severe... But maybe it is and I just don't realize it because I've always been like this. But the discoloration has gotten a lot worse with age. It's crazy how your skin changes the older you get. And y'all, I'm going to be completely honest. I take very good care of my skin. Like, I try to drink my water. I'm sure I don't drink enough water. Does anybody? I try to drink my water. I try to do my collagen. Like, I do my skincare. Like, I keep sunblock. I don't tan my face. This is from all the bad shit I did in my teenage years. Getting in that tanning bed and getting my face burnt. Having a red face definitely doesn't mean you're alcoholic. Because I'm definitely not an alcoholic. Like, I never drink. Okay, and if I do, it's not a lot. Okay, I'm going to do the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 140N. I just like to add this right here. Alcohol scares me because addiction runs on both sides of my family. So I'm really weird about things like that because it's always in the back of my mind. And I'm the same way with Dirk. Like, I've caught him drinking a few times and it just really scares me and worries me because my real dad died from addiction and it just... Yeah, things like that just... Hey, Tiffany. If you guys want the link to my nails or the person that I got my nails from, she's on Instagram. I don't think she's on Facebook or TikTok. So just message me and I can send you her Instagram link. I don't have a discount code or anything for her yet. Maybe she'll give me one for you guys if you start messaging her. Okay, and then bronzer. I'm going to do the Rare Beauty Bronzing Stick in the shade Always Sunny. I did drink when I was a teenager, though. Like, I definitely had my little, fun in the teenage years until me and Devin got together. And then that slowed down a lot. Devin has always enjoyed drinking way more than me. And I've never, like, enjoyed smoking cigarettes, or that's never really been my thing. Which is crazy because literally everybody in my family has, like, either smoked cigarettes or still smokes them. Except for my daddy. But he does cigars. He did chewing tobacco. And then he quit chewing tobacco, and now he chews on a cigar. I don't think he ever lights it. I think the only time he lights it is when he wants to piss my mom off, because she doesn't like the smell of them. But, you know, she can smoke a cigarette like a freight train, and that's okay. But she don't want my daddy to light his cigar. Especially, like, in her car. Like, her new car, or in the house. She don't like that. Yeah, so when my dad passed away from addiction, me and him did not have a relationship. I hadn't seen my real dad. My real dad quit coming around when my mama got with my daddy, my stepdad. That's really my daddy. I was 5 when he quit coming around. So I only seen him a few times. Me and him didn't have a relationship at all. And I can tell you this, there is nothing more awkward than going to a funeral for your dad and not really having any kind of, like, memories. Because there was people there that, like, he had worked with, because he was always a mechanic. He was in the military earlier in life, but most of his working career was a mechanic. So, you know, he had worked with a lot of people, and of course everybody that he worked with loved him, and, you know, they were, like, crying and upset, and I was just thinking, damn, these people knew him better than I did. Like, I didn't really know him. So it's just kind of sad. And my 2 older sisters, you know, they were around him more than I was, because I was so little when he quit coming around. So, you know, he kind of, like, raised them. So I think they were more upset than I was too, because they actually knew him. So yeah, that was super weird. Oh gosh. Dropping everything. Thank you. Okay, that was Rare Beauty in the shade Happy. Crap. I meant to put that one a little bit more on the inside, and I forgot what I was doing. Okay, and then I'm going to do some of this Grande Pop Plumping Liquid Blush in the shade Sweet Peach. Always put this on the apples of my cheeks and tip of my nose. I told Devin I have really been craving a good margarita. That is one thing that I will drink, is a good margarita. I love me a margarita and some chips and salsa. Oh my gosh. The best. Thank you. I got my pajamas off the TikTok shop. They're in my showcase. They're so comfy and cute. Thank you, Bailey. Yay, you didn't miss my live. I'm back to regular programming. This was, you know, this has been my schedule for quite some time, especially when school's in. This is normally around the time I go live, but summer just had me kind of messed up with the kids being home and us not really being in a routine. You love how I say cigarette? I never realized I said it funny until I started doing this job. And everybody was like making fun of me. And I'm like, do I say that weird? Devin's like, yeah, you do. He said that and ketchup. And I never realized how Southern me and my husband were until doing this job. I'm like, dang. Because that's basically, I feel like, you know, what me and Devin are known for is our accents. And I'm like, I thought this was normal. Thank you, Miranda. Okay. And then I'm going to do my Huda Beauty cherry blossom cake. I kind of want to use the peach one. Maybe I'll use the peach one today. I hadn't used her in a while. Yeah, we're going to use peach pie. Oh, Ashley, I'm sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's like, it's one of those things. It's like, I felt really like guilty for not being sad because I'm like, what's wrong with me? Even if I didn't know him, it was still my biological dad. But it was like a really weird feeling because it's like, it's a sad day. And I felt bad for my mom because, of course, she was upset because she loved him, you know? And yeah, it was just like a very weird, awkward time. But I mean, how could I have any kind of, I don't know, it never really bothered me as bad about him not coming back around because I was so young and I had my daddy. Like, I had somebody to fill those shoes. So I guess I never really had to feel that, like, void until I had Dirk. Then I was like, wow, this is like, there's no better feeling than, you know, how could you not have anything to do? That's when it like really hit me. And I'm like, wow, it just, I don't understand. That's when I almost got kind of angry. I'm like, how could you live in the next town over from your kid and not even like care how they're doing? Like, not even, I don't know. Maybe he used to reach out to my mama and check on us. I don't know. I like to tell myself that, but I'm sure he didn't. He was, and what was bad is, you know, my mama's always told me that he wasn't a mean or bad guy. Like, he is very smart. He is just very sick. Sick on drugs. It, like, consumed his whole life. And that was his number one priority, was his addiction. But to me, I'm like, I guess because I've never really struggled from addiction. So, but I can't fathom anything coming before my kids, no matter how bad I wanted it. But maybe that's because I'm a mama. Maybe it's different for daddies, but I don't know. Don't know. And I don't have a whole lot of patience or sympathy for somebody that don't want nothing to do with their kids. Like, I have a really, really hard time with that. And I know that's why. But, you know, you can't make... No, I'm not an only child. Not at all. I have 3 siblings. I'm the youngest, though. I have 2 older sisters, and we have different daddies. Their daddy left, too. I guess Mama ran them all off. No, that's not funny. But that's why my real dad raised my 2 older sisters, because their daddy left when they were little. So they didn't know their real daddy. They knew my real dad as their dad until, you know, my mom's 3rd husband, which is who I consider my daddy. He's the man that raised me. So, I don't know. It's just like a very... So, just know that I know sometimes a lot of people look at my life and they're like, you know, she's living the American dream. She's got the love of her life. She's got a boy and a girl. Like, but just know that everybody has something. Like, everybody has something that, you know, has happened to them, and you don't ever know what people's going through. And, you know, everything that you see on the internet isn't real. You know what I mean? Like, your perspective on people and what you see, just remember that's not their whole entire life. That's just what they're showing you. Yes, I have sisters. I have 2 older sisters. My oldest sister is 12 years older than me, and then my other sister is 10 years older than me. So they were more kind of like mamas than... What shade of powder? That was the Huda Beauty powder in the shade Peach Pie. Okay, I'm going to do the Kosas powder. Oh, that's awesome, Misty. And that's what, like, really bothered me, because I felt like sometimes I wonder, I'm like, did my dad even try to get clean? Like, did he ever, like, at any point, because I can't imagine anything motivating me more to get clean than my kids. Like, what other motivation could, I don't know, y'all. But, you know, everything works out the way it's supposed to, because I was raised by a good man, and I was raised by somebody who taught me a lot of good values and morals, and he made me who I am today. So, there's no doubt in my mind I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I wouldn't have had that growing up. So, shout out to step parents who step up and take care of other people's children by choice. Like, they don't have to do that, you know, but they do it, and they do a good job, and, you know, shout out to that, because there's a special place in heaven for those types of people, and you just can't change my mind about that. Thank you for the follow. There's nothing more endearing to me than somebody who steps up to be a parent. Like, that is just, how much more selfless could you be? Doing something that you don't have to do, but you're doing it by choice and love. Very, very inspiring. Very, very... That will get me in my feels quick. Like, do you know, I don't know, and I know everybody's algorithm's different, but I'll have things come up on my For You page about people surprising their parents, like changing their last name, or like surprising their step parents with asking, will you adopt me, and things like that. And that stuff always gets me. I will be sitting there like bawling watching stuff like that. Or like the soldiers like coming home and seeing their kids and stuff and like surprising them. That kind of stuff will get me too. Or like coming home to their pets. I love those types of videos. So Katie, I work from home. I guess I don't really consider myself a stay-at-home mom because I do work. Not that there's anything wrong with just being a stay-at-home mom who doesn't work, because obviously you still work. You work more than if you go and clock in at a job if you're a stay-at-home mom. But I guess I wouldn't really consider myself a stay-at-home mom because my kids are at school. It's not like I'm staying home with toddlers. Do your sister count you days? Yes, they do. What do I do for work? I'm a content creator. I do social media full time. I have been for the past 4 years, going on 5 years, which is crazy to me. Because I feel like I just started doing this. Say cigarette. Erica, somebody was just talking about the way I say that. And I was saying I never realized that I said it funny until I started doing this. What did I used to do for work? I worked at a bank. I've done several jobs in my life, but my longest working history has been banking. And I thought that's what I was going to retire doing. And now I look back, I'm like, how in the world could I ever think that that's something that I would do for the rest of my life? Because I didn't enjoy it. I just did it because I felt like it was an adult professional career. But it was never something that, like, fulfilled me and made me happy. And it's not even necessarily about the money. It's just I always felt like growing up, I never really knew what I wanted to do. Like, I knew that I enjoyed beauty and hair, and I knew that I always enjoyed taking pictures of my family and sharing it, like, on social media. But I never, you know, when I was growing up, content creators weren't really a thing. So, because social media wasn't as big as it was now. So I guess the job that I was wanting and the career that I didn't know that I wanted wasn't really a career yet. So it's very hard growing up and even being a young adult and just not knowing what you want to do in life. That's a very lost feeling, and it sucks because you see everybody else going to college and they know exactly what they want to be and exactly what they want to do, and they're making their family proud. And, you know, here I am, a teenage parent, and had no idea what I wanted to do with my life and what I wanted to do. And, you know, just kind of like doing whatever I needed to do to support my family and take care of my kids. So, how old was I when I worked at the bank? When I first started working at the bank, Dirk was 6 months old, I believe. And my first job at a bank, I worked at the bank inside of Walmart. So I worked really weird hours. I'm doing the Too Faced blush. I can't even remember if I'm telling y'all what I'm doing. Candy Clouds and Tequila Sunset is what we're doing. Oh, and I'm going to show you guys, I got my driveway done a million times better. I told Devin, I'm like, why have we never got anybody to come do our driveway? Because it actually looks like a driveway now. So much better. You want to start creating content, but you don't know where to start? Anything. Honestly, the best advice I can give is, what do you enjoy doing? Do you enjoy cooking? Cooking content does great, because if you think about it, everybody can relate to a cooking video. Everybody likes to eat. No matter your race, your religion, your interest, everybody eats. So in my opinion, if you're wanting to get started, you know, cooking and cleaning is a good way to get started, because everybody across everywhere can relate. But now if you don't enjoy cooking and you don't want to create that kind of content, you may not want to start with that. Because then everybody's going to follow you for that and you're not going to want to post that. So what do you enjoy? Think about that. Oh, that's good, Heather. Kayla, I did the L'Oreal True Match foundation. Thank you, Regina. Thank you for the follow, Katie. So yeah, don't ever get on social media and be like, dang, I really wish I could start creating content, but I don't know where to start. Just start. It's just like when you're cleaning your house. I'm going to do this Rare Beauty Luminous Blush in the shade Joy. You know, like when your house is just a really big wreck and you just don't know where to start, so you end up just sitting on the couch and not doing any of it, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. Just start somewhere and be consistent, because that's going to take you a lot farther than not starting at all because you don't know where to start. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I did. I actually started my content creating business on Facebook going live. And I can go ahead and tell you right now, my very first live, you can go to my Facebook and if you have the patience, scroll all the way down and see my very first live. It was a whole hot mess. I was all over the place. I was sweating. You could tell I was nervous. Like, It takes time, especially if you're not, some people are a natural at this kind of stuff. I was not. I know I may seem like it now because I do it every day and I'm used to it now, but at first, no, I had to get used to this. I had to like tell myself to not care what people thought. Like, I'm from a really small town. I was like, people are going to be like, well, who the hell does she think she is? Like, I was so worried about what people would think about me. Now, could give a shit less. Could care less. And that is such a freeing feeling, because just remember, it doesn't matter what you do in life, somebody's going to judge you. It don't matter how good you're doing, how successful you are, how much you mind your own business, especially in a small town. People are going to be like, and then there's people that are going to support you and love you, and then there's people that are always going to look at you like, who does she think she is? So, just get over that real quick. Jennifer, I did have a beauty room because I've always really enjoyed makeup and clothes and shoes. So, Devin had already turned this into this for me. Thank you, Gracie. Okay, I'm going to do this unique Touch Behold Prime and Set Mist. So, yeah. And I also had to get, and I still really struggle with this. I wish I was one of those creators that I could talk and do my makeup simultaneously. But sometimes I get caught up in talking and I forget to do my makeup, and then it takes me forever. So, I'm trying to get better at multitasking. Because, like, when I do certain things, I can't focus if I'm talking. Like, when I do these eyebrows, I have a really hard time talking and keeping up with, like, my train of thought. And all that coffee I just drank probably don't help either, because it makes me feel like I'm all over the place. But I have to have caffeine to survive. So, if you know, you know. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Yeah, I love what I get to do for a living. I really do. And I appreciate it so much, too. Like, I see so many people that say that, oh, I used to love to follow her, but when she got a following, she just changed. And I'm like, I never want to be like that. But I don't think I ever could be like that, because I've never got on social media and pretended to be anybody else. Like, this is who I am. Like it or love it, like, this is who I am unapologetically. Like, I love my family. I love being home. I'm not a social butterfly. I'm very introverted. I love being home. But that doesn't mean that I don't have a personality. Like, you can be an introvert and still have a personality. And I think sometimes that's, like, misconstrued and misunderstood. Because I've had people make comments to me that are like, you're totally different on there. And I'm thinking, I'm really not. Like, this is who I am. So if you think that I'm different, then you must not really know me. Because this is who I am 24/7. I just, I mind my business. I stay home. Ever since becoming a mama, that's how I've been. And I will tell you right now, the key to happiness is minding your own business. I promise you. Don't compare yourself to other people. Comparison is the thief of joy. And that is so true. Mind your own business. Stay home. Love your family. If you're the type of person that you enjoy going out and about, do that. Do what makes you happy. But just keep in mind what you're exposing yourself to. If you're an adult that likes to go party with other married adults, most of the time that doesn't end up very good. I do know, like, I follow some creators that have, like, marriage groups, like husbands and wives that go and do things together, and I think that's great. But that doesn't normally end up well for most people. You know what I mean? Like, mixing alcohol and marriage and couples normally isn't a good idea. Yeah, I want to follow people that I relate to, too. And here's the thing, y'all. I feel like social media, you get on here and you see creators living this lavish lifestyle, and they're going and doing things, and they're going here, and they're celebrating here, and they're going on. Just know that it's normal to like to be home. It's normal to be on your couch in your moo-moo watching everybody else living through them. Like, that's completely okay. You don't have to go and do all these fancy things. If you enjoy just being home and being at peace, to me, that's a great life. If you don't enjoy going and buying an expensive purse, you would rather buy something for your kids, totally normal. You know, not everybody's life looks the same. Not everybody's happiness is the same. Happiness comes from you. Like, what makes you happy, you know? And that's so important. Don't compare yourself to other people, because guess what? I do not have time for anybody on here talking about my kid. Yeah, and like I said, I'm not knocking anybody. Like, if you have a friend group that you like to spend time with, and you guys are the best of friends, and you guys are like family, I think that's great. But I'm just saying, in my experience of life, and just like things that I see and observe, most of the time, those situations do not end well. And they normally have a lot of drama. And I'm just not about it. I don't have the energy. I don't have the time. I'm just worried about my family. I'm not worried about what anybody else has got going on. I'm just worried about what I have going on. And sometimes that's just the best way to be. Yeah, and it's hard. It is hard to trust people because, you know, not everybody has the same heart as you, and not everybody has the same intentions that you do. So always remember that. And that's what I try to preach to my kids. I'm like, I know you think this person is your friend, but based on the way that they're treating you and their actions, they're not your friend. So don't trust them, you know. And I try to, like, especially Dirk. He is the main one right now, and Summer's starting to get there because she's preteen. She's in middle school. I'm like, you guys need to and see, Summer's kind of like at that stage of life right now where she's kind of trying to figure out who she wants to be, you know? And I'm like, be yourself. Don't be anybody other than yourself. I'm like, I promise you, you know, be who you want to be. Now is the time. Be unapologetically you. If people don't like it, then they can find somebody else to hang out with. Like, you don't have to be friends with everybody. You don't have to worry about if everybody likes you. Not everybody's going to like you. And I have to try to explain to Summer that, you know, sometimes girls can be very jealous. I'm like, and if somebody thinks that, you know, you have something that they don't have and they want that, sometimes they can be really ugly. I'm like, and don't put up with it. If they're ugly to you, you go the other direction. Don't even entertain it, because they're wanting your attention by being ugly to you. And I try to, like, but you know, it's easier said than done, because you remember when you're young and you just wanted to be accepted and you just wanted everybody to, you know, it's hard. Middle school and high school is very hard. And that's the stage of life that both of my kids are in. And honestly, it really stresses me out because I feel like just yesterday I knew those feelings and the emotions and the hormones raging, but it's so hard to try to get your kids to realize that, you know, because you remember when we were that age, we didn't care about what our parents said. We were still going to do whatever we wanted to do. So, yeah, I feel like middle school is really rough. And high school, I feel like, is rough too. Like, I could go on for days, but I know that you guys know, like, whether you been to high school before or you have kids that have been through middle school and high school, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, yeah, just pray for me and I'll pray for you. 'Cause We need all the prayers we can get over here. Because there's days where yeah, I don't even know what to say about that topic, but, and it's very hard to accept that you can't fight your kids' battles. Like there are certain situations that you cannot fix for them. They have to learn. And to me, as a parent, that is the hardest thing, is like having to watch my kids go through something and know that I can't fix it for them. Like they have to learn. That to me is like, yeah, and it's crazy because Summer, I can definitely tell she's changing. You know, she's becoming a young lady, and it's just like, man, it's so hard. And nobody talks about it. I feel like everybody talks about, you know, the newborn stage and the toddler stage, and it just has nothing on the middle school and high school stage to me. But maybe that's because of the season of life that I'm in. Like, you only remember, like, the good things about the toddler stage and stuff. It is. It's not only hard on your child going through it, it's hard on you as a parent. Well, as a mama, because I don't feel like Devin struggles with it. He's like, Devin is not a worry wart like I am. Devin's like, it's going to be what it's going to be, and everything's going to be okay. It's all going to work out. It has to. And I'm the total opposite. I'm like, but what if it don't? I'm freaking out. And I so wish I could be more like him. Like, I wish my brain worked like his does. Because he doesn't have anxiety at all. Devin is just very, like, carefree, and he hides his emotions so well. And that is just not me at all. Like, I carry everything on my sleeve. It is. Yeah. Hey, Renee. Yeah, and that's another thing that I try to preach to my kids, friendships. I'm like, it's very normal for you to have a few good friends. It's not, you know, most people don't have like a huge friend group of best friends. Like, that's very uncommon. So, yeah. I just hope that, you know, my kids are safe and happy. That means a lot to me. Like, I don't want my kids to be miserable at school. I don't want my kids to have to deal with mean, hateful people. But unfortunately, that's life. And so I'm at this stage of life where I'm trying to teach my kids that, you know, don't ever start something. But if somebody's being hateful to you, and if somebody is mistreating you, do not put up with that. Do not put up with that. Because I teach my kids that you treat people the way that you want to be treated. And that's just how it is. And if somebody is not returning that, get far, far away from them. Whatever you can do. If you can't get away from them and you feel threatened, you need to do something about it. Because don't let nobody hurt you, and don't let nobody mistreat you. And peer pressure has been a very big topic. I'm like, don't let somebody make you feel like you have to do something that you don't want to do. Big thing. Big thing right now that I'm like preaching on the daily. Don't do it because you see this person doing it. Make your own choices. Be a leader, not a follower. Literally, that comes out of my mouth daily. Daily. So serious. Okay, I don't think I'm going to use that one. I think I'm going to do this one today. I hadn't used this little stick in a minute. This is the Unique eyeshadow stick in the shade Gleaming. I used to use her all the time, and I kind of forgot about her until I opened up the drawer the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to use her. She's pretty, and she's easy to do because she's like a crayon. You're going through the same thing? I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little rough. It's rough having a kid now in high school and in middle school. Because middle school, to me, is a whole different world than elementary school. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but middle school and high school, yeah. Yes, I love an eyeshadow stick. Okay, and then I like to use this other eyeshadow stick in the shade Deliberate, and I like this on my waterline. It stays on really good because it's waterproof. I like this. And it's like soft. You know how like you got to put some things on your waterline and it's not pigmented and you feel like you got to like scrub your eyelid off? It's not like that with this. Oh, thank you, Katie. I love Mama Tot. Thank you, Tori. Exactly, Kendra. Exactly. All the hormones are flying. It's not a fun time. But then it's like it's exciting too because they're growing and you're getting to watch it and you're getting to see the person that they're going to be. And it's exciting, but then it's also so damn scary because you're just like, you're just trying everything. You just want them to be safe. You want them to be safe. You want to protect them from everything. You want to just like shake them some days and be like, no, don't do that. Or don't be like that. And then you remember like all the shit you did when you were young and you're like, oh God. Please don't do the things I did. Please don't do the things I did. Preach that on the daily. Do as I say, not as I do. Seriously. And I can tell you this right now. Dark is literally the male version of me, which is very scary. Very, very scary. My kids are well behaved. My kids are not perfect. Nobody's kids are perfect. And I'm never going to get on here and say that they are. I have been very blessed with, but I mean, I've raised them that way too. And that's, you know, and that's what I'm kind of struggling with right now because I've always taught my kids to be nice to people. Like, treat people the way you want to be treated. But the world we live in today, sometimes you have to be mean. And it's like, how do you teach your kids how to be nice and be a good person, but also stand up for yourself? Always stand up for yourself. So it's like it's so hard to figure out a way to teach your children to be nice, kind humans that have to deal with people who are not nice. What is on my waterline? I have like a bump on my eye. What the hell is that? I have never had a bump like that on my eye at all. Okay. Hopefully that's normal. Have you guys ever had a bump on your waterline? It looks like a mini baby wart. What the hell? Infected hair? What the heck? Never had that before. age bump. Probably is. It's probably a damn stress bump. I just hope it goes away and it's like normal. I am going to the eye doctor on Monday, so guess that's good. If it's still there, they can look at it and tell me if I'm going to be okay or not. This is the Dalton Effort Lash Mascara. It's in my TikTok shop if you want to try it. Yeah, it doesn't really feel, I've had a sty before. It doesn't look or feel like a sty, and it doesn't have my eye hurting. I didn't even know it was there until I just started putting on my mascara and I lifted up my eye. I wonder if that means I'm going to have to throw my mascara and eyeliner away, though. Because I don't want to be getting them on my other eye. I'll have to ask my eye doctor. What's Milia? I've never heard of that. Tartar is in there asleep. Y'all, she's struggling. Charlotte is struggling with the new school routine. Charlotte is like... Charlotte's a very sleepy animal. Like, I feel like she's like a cat. You know how cats sleep, like, most of the time? That's how Charlotte is. That's all Charlotte wants to do. She just wants to snuggle with you and get up in your lap with a blanket. Maybe a treat every now and again. That's it. That's how I know when Charlotte has to go to the bathroom. Because she's not laying down. I'm like, oops, Charlotte's got to go potty. She's walking around. She don't ever just like, she's always laying down or sleeping. I mean, she plays every now and again. Like when we go outside, she'll play, or Devin and Dirk will play with her. Like with her little lammy. But for the most part, she's a very calm, chill animal until she sees a stranger or hears like a noise. Then she's not calm anymore. Megan, this is the Dalton Effort Lash. I have it in my TikTok shop. Thank you, Kendra. What did I want to be when I was older? I was just talking about that. Like, I didn't know. I was one of those people that I had no clue what I wanted to do. A part of me always thought that I wanted to be a cosmetologist because I've always loved makeup and hair and stuff. And then I actually went to school for that. And then when I started doing it, I was like, oh, this isn't what I want to be anymore. Thank you, Kylie. Yeah, I found out real quick that ain't what I wanted to do. But that's because, like I said, this is what I wanted to do. I just didn't know it because I had never done it. Okay. I'm going to do this Formula Z Happy Stick Duo Lip Liner in the shade Jet Set. This is like the perfect... I need to sharpen this. It's like the perfect pinky nude. Oh, crap. Thing about spilled. Okay, I had to look that up. I never heard of that. I wonder if something I've done has gave me that, or if it's just something you get. Oh, thank you. And that's another thing that's on my heart to tell y'all. Don't let anybody ever make you feel like you're not good enough to do something. Not even yourself. If you want to try something and if you want to do it, you do it. I don't care what it is, besides drugs. But like career-wise, don't ever not take a chance that you want to take. If you want to take that chance, you do it. Because guess what? At least you can live life and say, no, I tried that and I didn't love it. At least you know, and you don't have to go through life wondering, well, what if I would have done that? You know what I mean? You don't know unless you try. You don't know if you're going to love something unless you try. Just like, I don't regret one bit going to cosmetology school. Because if I wouldn't have done that, I would have never known that's not what I wanted to do. I would still think in the back of my head, what if I would have went to cosmetology school? You know what I mean? Like, take chances. Live life. Do what you want to do. It's your life. Nobody's going to live your life for you. You have to live the way that you want to live. Okay. And don't ask for permission either. If you want to make a choice that affects you and your life, except if you're married and it's going to affect your finances. Like, definitely before I made the jump to, go to cosmetology school or do this job, I definitely talked to Devin about it. Because, not only did it affect me, it affected him too. So that's a little bit different. But, follow your dreams and make sure you surround yourself with people who want to see you succeed and they want to see you happy. Very important in life, not just in a marriage, but in life. If you have people around you that are just so negative and they always have something to say about everything and they're just miserable, that's you don't need to be around that. Avoid that as much as possible. Okay, I think I'm going to do this today. I think the snatch is, yeah. I used to wear this shade all the time and I loved it. It's kind of like a fall shade though. And then I just do a little bit of like a lighter pink in the middle. And then we're going to kind of blend all that in with some gloss. Chelsea, my headband is from Brianna Cannon. I have a link and discount code in my bio. Hey, Brittany. Thank you for the follow, Haley. Okay. And then I'm going to top with my Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump in the shade Soft Pink Shimmer Glass. I have a try-on haul I need to do, and I really don't feel like doing it. Like, I just want to go binge watch Bridgerton. But we don't have time to do that. We have work to do. I'm like trying to tell myself that. Because I just want to go eat like chips and salsa and watch Bridgerton right now. That sounds so good. But I've literally had this haul from Cupshe forever to show you guys. And I need to show you before the stuff goes out of stock. Shelly, yes, I finally got my appliances. I did a video on TikTok about them. I haven't shared it to my reels yet. I'm going to get caught up on that too. Okay. Last thing. I always take this powder from Unique in the shade Chenille. I feel like my forehead's kind of patchy today. I probably should have put a little bit more foundation on my forehead. I don't think I put enough. But it's okay. It's going to have to be. Because We sure ain't redoing it. Not at this point. I also need to go and get my Botox redone because your girl's head is moving around a lot, and that's probably why I feel like my forehead looks muddy. Probably because it has movement. Oh, thank you. My hair color is the color you've been wanting. Do you have dark hair? I feel like most people that tell me that have dark, natural dark hair. You guys just remember that my natural hair color is not dark at all. So it's very easy to get me to a really light blonde because my natural hair color isn't dark. So just keep in mind that, you know, my hair is naturally like a dirty blonde. So it's easy to get my hair really blonde and not fry it. So keep that in mind. Like if it's taking you longer to get blonde, to like achieve this kind of blonde, and your natural hair color is like a lot darker than mine, it's gonna take longer for it to do it and not be brittle and fall out and keep the integrity. Thank you, Cheyenne. Thank you for the follow, Holly. Yeah, and that's how it is. Like I do not like my natural hair color at all. And I'm envious of girls that have dark features, like dark hair, dark olive skin, pretty brown eyes. Like, I think that's beautiful because I don't have that. That's the total opposite of me. And I feel like that's how we are as women. You always want what you don't have, what you don't look in the mirror and see every day. I feel like that's totally normal. Oh, thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Katie. Okay. My hair has grew tremendously. Like, I feel like not too long ago I got it cut and now it's already like medium length again. But it's definitely that collagen. That collagen really, if you are wanting your hair to grow and you're wanting the integrity of your hair to drastically improve quickly, try that collagen. I promise you. You think Summer's my twin? Everybody always tells me she looks like Devin. And I think she does too, but there's certain things that she does now that she's older too. Like, as she's getting older, I'll look and I'm like, damn, she does kind of look like me. She definitely acts like me. I don't know if that's good or bad, but she definitely acts like me. I do the unique daily collagen. I have the link in my bio, or you can message me if you can't find it in my bio. Shelly, it does, because it promotes hair growth and it promotes like the integrity of your hair. Like, it is truly, like, it's life-changing. If you take it and you take it consistently, that's what I struggle with, is taking it consistently because I forget. But the good thing is it doesn't have to stay cold. It's like little daily sachets. You can throw it in your gym bag, in your purse. You can keep it on your kitchen counter. I keep mine in here, and that's why I take it on live, because it kind of like holds me accountable to take it. So yeah. Oh yeah. Summer don't like a bug. Okay, but I'm gonna go, y'all. I have a Sojo Sunny video to post for you guys. I've got 2 try-on hauls that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. So I've got some fun things coming. So you guys just stay tuned. What glitter eyeshadow? I did the Unique eyeshadow stick in the shade Gleamin'. What skincare do I use? I like to try new things, but my consistent, tried and true skincare is the Zoe Skin Health. It's a medical grade skincare, and it is good. It's pricey, but it's good. I have to use good skincare, y'all. I'm gonna be 36 this year. Half the time I can't even remember how old I am. So, you know, I try to really take care of my skin. I just showed hers. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go, but thank you so much for hanging out. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the love and support. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a good weekend.